Hello, everyone. My name is Adrianne Gerard, and I am a registered nurse, health coach, and a proud advocate for Modexus. Today, I have the distinct honor to interview my guest, Dr. Charles Rouse. Dr. Charles Rouse is our product formulator for Modexus. As that, he's a pharmacist, a pharmacologist, a doctor of natural medicine, and many, many more things. It's a little intimidating for sure. Welcome, Dr. Rouse.
Hey, Adrianne, and you said you were one of those advocates for Modexus, and as the product research council founder at Modexus, one of my privileges is getting to meet a whole cadre of people like yourself. And look, here we got an RN that's a health coach and into this industry. You could be introducing somebody today that may be a mom, maybe a grandmom, any number of people, because what we like to do is just educate. And what Adrianne and I are doing today is trying to educate you, because what we're going to tell you in the next few minutes is based on dedication to clinical research. We're not just pulling this stuff out of the air. We're going to tell you science that is behind our products. And when you hear Modexus, the products we have such quality that you can trust it for your children or for the oldest person in the family. And people like Adrianne, she's got experience, and experience matters. And she is one of the huge Modexus family. And thank you, Adrianne, for the introduction, and thank you for allowing us to educate people today. So come on, let's go try it.
Okay, let's do it. So today our topic is autoimmune diseases. They are on the rise, and why?
Ooh, and why? Bottom line answer is the immune system. The immune system is overwhelmed. I mean, look what we learned in the last year when the world learned about one simple virus that had a major impact on every home and every family in so many ways. And people would always come to me and say, Dr. Charlie, are you fearful? Are you fretful? What do you think? And I said, well, this I know, immune system, take care of it. And when you take care of the immune system, things will be better. What is autoimmune? Well, it is a plethora of different medical things that are all related to an immune system that has become overreactive. Did you know that sometimes our immune system gets low when we get hit with a cold or the flu or the virus, but in these cases, their body is actually producing what we call a T cell. This T cell is supposed to go over there like a little Pac-Man and get rid of all the broken pieces and get it out of the body. But when this little Pac-Man becomes overreactive, it might bite the wrong part of the body. And if it bites the cartilage or the joints of the body, they call that rheumatoid arthritis. That's an autoimmune disease. If it gets on the thyroid gland, they call it Hashimoto. And that's an autoimmune where the actual immune system has physically attacked the thyroid gland in the neck. If people get it into their fiber, sinew, the muscles of their body, they call it fibromyalgia. Yeah, it's an autoimmune response. If it gets into the skin, scleroderma, stiffness. And people, if they get it in their lung or their kidney, if the lung or the kidney gets stiff, they can actually die from an autoimmune disease. Sometimes the thyroid can become overreactive and even affect the eyes, as in Graves' disease, another type of autoimmune. If people get it in the digestive tract and it irritates and inflames the colon, they call it Crohn's disease. children, young children, their immune system attacks them for some reason and knocks out the pancreas portion of their body that's producing insulin. And these are what we call type 1 diabetes. It's an autoimmune response. And obviously, we've heard of when Jackie Kennedy married the rich boatman, he had myasthenia gravis, which was another muscle weakening type of autoimmune. A famous baseball player named Lou Gehrig had an ALS disease, an autoimmune. Sometimes people get a skin disease that causes their skin to be extremely white in spots in their hand. That's called vitiligo. And it's all because an overreactive T suppressor cell in their body. The immune system literally attacks the body tissues. Answer? Well, in medicine, sometimes they're hoping to put the quietus on some of the inflammatory responses. And unfortunately, they feed the patient a lot of corticosteroids like dexamethasone or Decadron or prednisone. That does not get rid of the problem. It only masks the symptoms, causes other major complications like weakening of the bone or weakening of the cartilage. What we must do in all autoimmune deficiencies is modulate the immune system. And in the nutritional world, glutathione, I encourage you, if you've never done a glutathione research, best place to go is PubMed, PubMed, PubMed.org, PubMed.org, and type in the word glutathione. Over 2,000 clinical research, documented medical studies on glutathione in relationship to autoimmune. And what they found in research, clinical research, is that glutathione raises the natural killer cells to a perfect proportion. It raises the B cells to a perfect proportion. It raises the good T cells to a perfect proportion. And that T cell, that T suppressor cell that's overreactive, it brings it back down. Now, when you got everything in symphony, it's like, whoa, the master orchestra leader, glutathione, can make the drums and the timpani and the woodwind and the brass instruments, they all play in harmony. That's what we call Lanacera longevity. It's a beautiful nutrition. It's built with bioflavonoid fruits. It's undergirded with strength of glutathione. And it has a super nutrition called Silifos, which is the #1 nutrition for cleaning out the liver. Because think about it, when your immune system starts functioning properly, you got to make sure that all that stuff that's been accumulating gets taken out of the body. See, glutathione can fix the body, but Silifos has to take all the bad stuff out of the body. And with the nutrition called Lanacera longevity, Modexus product, we're able to offset cellular damage. In my personal professional opinion, doctor of natural medicine, pharmacist who studies pharmacology, I know without a doubt that cell damage is a major problem in aging. And when autophagy, that's a medical term for cleaning out the cell of debris, autophagia, that nutrition, Modexus, Lanacera longevity, is by far a world classic in autophagy nutrition. It goes in there and cleans up debris. And with the receptors, the receptor sites that are inside the immune cell, what we're finding from coronavirus, now see, we're learning a lot of good things from a bad thing. What we learned in the last year, Adrianne, was that the receptor cells in the nuclei of the immune cell were modulated and regulated by D3. Wow, cholecalciferol, that's right. And in the immune system, nutrition, the Modexus product, we call it Lanacera Longevity, we have for you a clinical dose of D3. And so you don't have to guess. Hey, by the way, you don't need to take zinc. I know, yeah, everybody needs zinc. Well, it's already in there, all the zinc. And people who take zinc are also going to need to take copper, because zinc diminishes copper. And if you don't replace copper, you're going to be very prone to aneurysms. All aneurysms are caused by a copper deficiency. And yeah, we need the mineral zinc, but we also need copper, boron, manganese, potassium. We need all of them. And we've got 80 different minerals in the right proportion at the right microgram to let that body get back in balance. We find that in autoimmune diseases, Adrianne, that a mineral deficiency is very likely one of the major culprits for causing this whole catastrophe. And people do not get enough minerals, I promise you. Your body, designed by God, fearfully and wonderfully made by God, is designed by God to run off of 5 parts potassium to 1 part sodium. And after we get through salting our stuff and food every day, we're way higher in sodium and way low in potassium. You need 5 parts of potassium for every 1 part of sodium. So minerals are a key. Take the Modexus product, it's called Lanacera Longevity, and we balance your whole mineral complex. But at the same time, we fight the war for you, because in autoimmune, your immune system is overreactive and it must be modulated or it won't get better. Back to you, Adrianne.
Wow, you've given us a whole lot to think about, Dr. Rouse. But as always, I hear there's hope. And so in addition to giving us hope, we're very blessed that you're making these formulations for us. So what I recommend to anybody watching who knows someone with autoimmune, has autoimmune, to share this with them and get them the help that they deserve. And with that, I want to thank you, Dr. Rouse, and I can't wait to hear what our next topic will be. So stay tuned.
We'll do it. Hey, and Adrianne, you know, when I'm on this side of the fence and I'm looking at you guys and gals that are out there doing a good job, and I thank you for that. Your success is our success. And Modexus is one company with world-class products, but we can't get it to the world without you. So thank you for helping us to get it all over the people that you know, and the people that you know, they'll know somebody else. And
Absolutely.
Away we go.
Thank you, Dr. Rouse. And until next time, everyone, stay tuned.